Bye bye Volvo. I don't want to say bye. I absolutely love this car. Can't I keep it for a year? Volvo, please give it to me for a year, or a December car, something like that. Just a long test drive, please. How's it guys, Justin here, and welcome back to another video of Justin on Cars. And for the new viewers out there, welcome to my channel. I hope you guys enjoy this, and remember to subscribe guys. I mean, then we can see more of these cars, and you can also see all the other reviews of all the cars on my channel. But today we have this beautiful Volvo C40. Now, I recently got a very soft touch for Volvo after driving that EX30, and yeah, this blew me away. So stick around in this video to see the smile rating of the C40. I mean, I always say, but does this make you smile? Because it's a beautiful car, but does it make you smile? And I think you can already see that there is a smile on my face, but we have to give it a fair score for all the other cars and brands out there as well. But this cloud blue Volvo, yes, it looks kind of white and it looks blue at the same time. It's just an absolute stunner. So today we're going to go through the design, the tech and features and all of that, just so you can see if it's worth you spending the 1.3 million rand. So yes, they start at 1.324, so 1,324,000 rand, and then for this full spec 1,350,000 rand, which is, it's a lot of money, but you do definitely get a lot of car. We will go through everything just now. And also, before we get into this video, remember to become a member guys. For less than 10 bucks a month, you can get your free t-shirt as well. There's only 3 spots left for the free t-shirts, and then as well, the next 5 members up to 10, so 5 to 10, will get a free cap as well. So a Justin on Cars cap at that. So remember to become a member. All the formalities out of the way, let's jump in to this beautiful Volvo C40. Let's quickly run through the cost of ownership. This is an electric vehicle. On this 1.3 million rand, you're going to look at about anything from 20 to 26 and upwards, 1,000 rand per month, depending on how you would structure your deal. And then of course, that's not good, nee? And then of course, no maintenance on these vehicles. I won't say no maintenance, not zero. Still your brakes at the end of the day, but brakes are going to last you a very long time because you hardly hit the brakes. You just use brake energy regeneration. And then of course, these tires. These are 20-inch tires. Yeah, they are going to be quite pricey. I mean, you can go check up the tire prices. There are so many different types of tires. These are P0 Pirellis, so they also, I think you're going to look at about 5 grand a tire, more or less, run about there. They might be charged a little bit quicker because this is an all-wheel drive version, but we'll get to the battery spec just now. Let's start with the design. I love this sleek look. This is a lot like the XC40, especially in the front. The only difference is obviously the XC40 will have a proper grille over here for the radiator and all of that, and then at the back you will see there's also a slight change. This is more like the coupe version of the XC40. I love the fact that you still get spotlights at the bottom over here, and they also work very, very well. And then you get these pixel technology LED headlights, and these daytime driving lights also look phenomenal. They really, really look good, especially at night guys. It's especially the rear taillights, the way they open up or the way they unlock just looks phenomenal. You get a full 360 camera around the vehicle as well, PDC front and rear, and I just love the sleekness of it. Look at it from the side here. Hey, don't you just love how sleek this car looks? I love the lines. It's very subtle, very flowy, nothing boring. It's not an old man's car anymore, let me tell you that guys. This is really, it speaks to the younger generation, like 100%. 20-inch wheels. I mean, really, look at how shiny these wheels are. And people really look at this car when I drive past them. Really, they do. And you can see this is, so they call this the crossover. That's basically what this is. It's a crossover version of like the XC40, for instance. Like I say here, 360 surround view. There's your camera over there, and the mirrors also fold in. You also get your keyless entry, which makes life a lot easier. Just check these wheels, guys, 20-inch. It's a real fat tacky over there, but I love this sloping roof design. It really looks stunning on this car. It's really such a beautiful car. Even that EX30 looked so nice from the side. Oh, I just love this. I love how this flows into a pointy edge over here, runs down the window over there. I love the rear spoiler over here for the airflow, and then of course you get this rear boot spoiler. How cute is that? Now that is really stunning, and this angle is one of my favorites. Looking at the car at this angle really looks stunning. This almost gives me like X4M vibes. I don't know, you guys can let me know. But look at how beautiful it is from the back. Very broad as well. So it's a bit bigger than your EX30, but also very much the same size as the XC40. The only difference is the XC40 is a little bit wider at the back, where this is a bit narrower, but it looks wide because of the lights going out like that. Hey, doesn't it look 3D? Looks very 3D. I think that would have looked nice if it was actually in a 3D setting. Check here at the bottom. Very, very clean, and just, oh, I don't know how to explain it to you guys. I just absolutely love this car. Let's go to the side over here so you can just see it from this angle. Hey, look at that wing at the back there. Almost gives like almost a ducktail wing vibe. I'll quickly show you the inside. Let me show you the inside design. Look at how beautiful these doors are. Very simple, very, very easy. Funny carpet, recycled carpet in here. That does look a little bit like a very old car's carpet at the bottom. But it's pretty cool. It keeps your stuff nice and sturdy and makes the car feel so comfortable inside. I love these carpets. It's textured over here as well, so it keeps your feet nice and sturdy. And look at these beautiful seats. Love this design here, and this Alcantara. It's leather free, eh? No leather inside these vehicles, but it's almost like a leathery feel, but they're very soft. They do get firm after a while, but it's still a very soft seat. You can see your lumbar support. Electrically maneuverable seats with memory for the driver's seat. And look at the beautiful inside. Look at the design. Very simple, but what I do like is the fact that it feels like a normal car in here. I don't like it that much when cars are too futuristic, too out there, too recycled and all of that. I like this, when you jump into a car and it feels like a car, hey? I mean, this just feels good, doesn't it? This is just amazing. And this also lights up at night. It's like black. It's black, 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 and then at night it just shines. It is, and you can change all of this. You can change the interior as well to different colors. So you can have like a beige, you can have blue on the sides here as well with the carpets. You can really change quite a few things. And yeah, its quality is very nice as well. The buttons feel very good. Love this. Love the steering wheel, how it looks, and the softness of the steering wheel, and everything is quality. Check here, even this. Look at the attention to, doesn't this just look heavy? Like, this is proper quality. Check it out, guys. Hey, now that's nice. The attention to detail. And remember, you get 3 years of free Wi-Fi or free data with every Volvo, which is a definite bonus. Some physical buttons over here. Everything is also touchscreen over here. Some physical buttons there. A nice big cubby over there, and then of course all that storage space there. And then you get a nice big cubby here. Ha! Megan left our toilet roll in here. That's interesting. And then you get some extra space in there as well. I don't know for what that will be, but it's there. And I mean, can't complain about that. It must be there. And then of course this massive panoramic sunroof, which, I mean, the sun is shining directly at me and I can still look at the sun and it doesn't hurt my eyes. So the UV, it protects the UV as well. Let me quickly show you what the car's practicality looks like, and then we'll get to the tech and features. Let's have a look at the boot first. So I'm going to give it a simple kick at the bottom. There it pops open. I love it when it just works. You don't have to do any fuss around or anything. It just works. 404 liters of boot space. You get a little bit of a load through here as well. So when you pop this seat open in front, when you pop this open here, let's check. There we go. There I get my load through over there. So that is a very nifty feature. What is this? What does this do? Is this for the middle seat over there? Most probably. Yeah, okay, that's interesting. So push these seats flat down as well, so a 60-40 split, and then that's basically what you get here at the back. And then here at the bottom over here, let's pop this open. Oh, there's no way for this to stay like that, but here is a charging port. What's there? Just some extra storage space over there. Charging port. What's at the bottom here? Is there anything at the bottom here? I don't know. I don't want to break anything, so I'm not gonna just open it up there. Ah, come on. There we go. Oops a daisy. But check how nice this is. Some extra storage over here. Yeah, it's just a 404 liters of boot space, guys. And then let me show you something else. Check that. Because this is an electric vehicle, we actually have a frunk. So let's open up this frunk. I think it was on this side here. Ugh. Check that massive bonnet. That massive bonnet just for this 31 liter boot space or frunk space in front. But this is quite nice. What's at the bottom here? Tire repair kit. Okay, that's definitely handy. So that is beautiful. And then washer fluid. There's one of the bees that I killed on the road. There were so many bees. And then you can also flip these covers off to get to all the electronics. Air woofer technology. Hey, air woofer technology. Interesting. Okay, let's close this up. Check, I like the fact it just stays there. Okay, let's quickly jump into the back to see what the back space looks like. But I'm first going to jump in here. Just want to show you the door card over here. Soft touch. Oh, I love this soft touch over here. I love this small window. This is very nice. Feels very sturdy. And like this texture here. That's also something different. But this is what it looks like at the back here. You get some extra storage space over here as well for, I don't know what. I had a little bit of a milk there the other day. Map holders. You get heated seats at the back. Check there, heated seats at the back. And then you also get 2 USB-C ports and some air ventilation at the back here as well. Cup holder with a center armrest. And let's quickly check what the space is all about. Quite easy to jump in. Solid door close. And remember guys, this is not completely my driving position. It needs to move a little bit forward because it does have that comfort entry. And yeah, this is still a lot of space. I mean, I can move my knees around. I'm 1.7 meters, so not the tallest guy, but also not the shortest, like an average sized person. I'm an average sized man. Anyway, there's no oh my goshes. Oh my gosh, there's no oh my gosh. Ooh, okay, so I'll have to hold on to the seat when we really pull away. But these seats are nice and comfortable. There's enough headroom over here. You know, there's some headroom. It's not too bad. So if you go over a jump, okay, yeah, I won't bump my head. Get an extra light over here. Simple click. Oh, that is cute. Extra cup, extra hanger, hook over here. And that's it, guys. I mean, there's not a lot at the back. It's literally just what you need. I love how these seats feel. They are still firm. I do feel like the seat is a bit short here and a bit too flat. It might have been better if the seat was up a little bit and I would sit inside the back seat. And this is also a little bit upright. Can I move it? Ow! Check this thing. Ow! Okay, anyway, yeah, let me do this. This is also kind of symmetrical. It's just a pity this side is soft and this side is a bit harder, even though it's still a soft touch. But I think after 9 hours your elbow is going to start getting tennis elbow. So yeah, that's the only thing here. But why don't they have the oh my gosh, I don't know. This is also nice and soft. Okay, that feels a bit funny. But all in all, let's jump. Oh, ISOFIX is also standard, of course. I don't even have to mention that anymore. I will only mention it in the next car if it doesn't have ISOFIX. How's that? Let's jump into the front and see what the space looks like in front. I love it there. Oh, very easy to jump in. Let's get my driving position. I like that. It even moves my mirrors, everything to where it needs to be. The only thing that's manual is obviously my steering wheel, which you can pull up, down, and in and out. Now, where was it now? I think it was around about here. There we go. But look at this driving position, guys. This is so lacquer. This is also almost symmetrical. This is a little bit higher than this. I would have liked it to be a bit more straight, but what I do like is when I have my elbow here on the steering wheel and my hand on the steering wheel, it is very comfortable. And even if I do this, it is very straight, so I like that. Get soft touch over here. It's a hard touch, but it's a soft touch. This feels very, very good here and very solid. Let's see. Can I move this forward? No, I can't. I would have liked it to be a little bit more forward because it does tend to, my arm does tend to slide off, but then when I drive like this, I'm sitting very comfortably. You can also move the seats forward and back, up and down. I can tilt this up and down as well to give me extra leg support, and I can pull this out in the seat over here. I wonder if you guys can see it here, just to get that extra support there. And everything else feels amazing. Everything feels so good. I mean, I'm sitting here, it's very easy to reach the gear lever, and then everything is very easy to reach over here as well. Yeah, beautiful driving position. A lot of space over here. This is also, the sun visor is also not in my face. It does cover the sun, but at least I still have this gap to see everything around me. The only thing is the visibility at the back. It's okay. Luckily I've got a 360 camera, but that rear window is very, very tiny. But I can still see everything that's happening behind me. So it's not very obstructive, but at least I can still see everything there. So it's not a massive screen, it's still something to get used to, but it really, I can at least see what's happening there. It fits basically half of my rear view mirror, and the blind spot is okay. It's quite big, but I cannot really see anything that's happening over there. But let's quickly have a look at the tech and features inside this vehicle. Jumping inside, let's give this door a close. So you saw electric memory seats. And then, funny enough, I've never seen this in a car before. I've got a 12.3 inch instrument cluster and then a 9-inch infotainment screen or center screen. That is very strange. Usually it's the other way around. This will be bigger than that or the same size, but today this is bigger than that. And I can't really do much here. Like, really can't do much. Let's switch on the car. Let's press the brake. This is a jump in and go, guys. There is a key. Where is the key? Here's the key. I just plonk it here. And then there's no start button. Put my foot on the brake and I put it into gear. Now I'm in gear. And then I just put my safety belt on and I disappear. So let's press OK. But the only thing you can do here is really not much at all. I can just go through my setting. Well, I can have nothing. So I can have literally nothing. And then if I press OK, I can see my trip computer. And then I can reset my trip computer over here via these buttons. And that is about it, guys. And then when I have my maps on here, I can have my maps on there as well. So I get 3 years of free data, which is quite nice, because then that means I can go into Google Maps and I can search for whatever. Let's go to McDonald's in Langeberg. See, it takes me straight there. So I can say start. Then it will tell me as soon as I get to Langeberg McDonald's, I'm going to have 24% battery life left. So this is very nice. One thing I don't like about the car is the fact that I don't have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It is wired. So I have to plug in my phone to actually have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. But that's why I have this. But that's a video for another day. Just keep on watching my content. And then if I want to go out, I do have voice control. Hey Google, cancel my navigation. Hey Google, exit navigation.
Stopping navigation.
Okay, thank you. So now I can go back home. One nifty feature is the fact that, okay, obviously there's YouTube. I can have my YouTube on. When I'm standing still, then I can watch YouTube videos. Otherwise, I won't be able to watch YouTube videos. So let's go quickly. This system is also a little bit slow sometimes. There's Justin on cars. And then, thank you guys. Almost 34,000 subscribers. I'm so glad that I'm just above the 100,000, just above the 30,000. So let's go into my channel. And then let's see. Let's search for the Volvo EX30. Ach nee man. Okay, well, we'll find it here. There's the efficiency test on the Volvo EX30. And then the Volvo should be here somewhere. There's the Volvo EX30 there. How's it guys? Justin Okoji, and welcome back to another phenomenal
You do that
video.
via
And
this
today
button
we
here.
have the Volvo EX30. So I've been to the
Nice,
launch
eh?
for the Volvo EX90.
Give it a like.
Recently. So Volvo has decided to give me this Volvo EX30 to also experience what it's like. And
Let's
also
see
what
full
the brand
quality.
is like. I mean, they are also doing a restart.
Let's see what happens if I do full quality. Remember, I'm using Volvo's data.
With Volvo, so they're doing quite a few
do a
things
full screen.
especially in our country for South Africa.
There we go.
For people also wanting to get.
How cool is that, guys? Hey, I can watch myself, but I can only do this when I'm stationary. That's also why I have this. And then, of course, Apple CarPlay. You can see connect your phone via the USB cable. But one thing I really like, if you get gat full of your local radio stations, you literally just go boop, sounds for cars, and I will go browse all radio stations. Let me just put it softer here quickly. Now check here. So there's your Quran, there's BBC Radio, so a lot of London, UK music, and there's exclusively AC/DC. Check. It's just loading. Ah, come on. Okay, let's choose something different. Gen X radio.
You know, what goes unnoticed is that
So I can listen to radio stations around the globe, and that's while I'm driving. It's flippin' awesome. Naeem Radio. What's that? How cool is that, guys? Okay, stop it before we get copyright. So yes, very nifty. Let's go back there. And then Spotify, Pocket Casts, Angami, not sure what that is. Range Assistant, let's see. Okay, Range Optimizer. What does that do? Turn on range. Your car will maximize range by limiting climate control functions. Yes, because that does make a big difference. So you see there, I've got 230 kilometers range. Now, I'm going to go into my thingamajiggy here. I'm going to switch it off. Now I've got 240 kilometers range. Yeah, makes a big difference. But I like the fact that it's an electric car, so I can have my aircon running while the car is completely switched off. Oh yeah, I must just put it back into park. I've been in drive the whole time now. Dual climate control zone. Here is my heated seat and heated steering wheel, which is standard on this vehicle. And then, yeah, recirculation. What's that? Auto steering wheel heating, auto driver seat heating. So a lot of auto stuff. Parking, I can say, okay, put my timer on, so add new timer. Next, I want to say I'm going to get into my car at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock, the aircon will switch on, or whatever the case may be. The climate control will switch on. And then what's down here? Oh, that's just to exit. And then my camera system. Beautiful 360 surround view, and you can see everything around this vehicle. Here's my side view, and then 360, the other side view. Parking sensors. Rear auto brake. Rear auto brake, do you want to turn off? No, keep it on. So it will brake as soon as you get close to something. My front view, and then of course my rear view. It's a very small rear view, hey? It's just underneath my wing, or it's just underneath the just on top of the number plate. My settings, some volume, wheel guidelines. Okay, so this does have parking assist, but I guess the parking assist is literally only the parking assist, the PDCs and all of that, because I haven't seen anything with parking assist over here. Here's my settings, so driving assistance. So let's see a drive mode standard. I get an off-road mode as well. I haven't tried that. Pilot assist. Switch between adaptive cruise control and pilot assist by pressing on the steering wheel. So as soon as you have it in pilot assist, or you've got your cruise control on, you can choose if you want the pilot assist or if you want the adaptive cruise control. So that's pilot assist, and then the other one will be adaptive cruise. Lane keep aid, and then one pedal drive is on, and then steering wheel firm or not firm. I'll talk about this when we take it out for a drive just now. And then, yeah, wireless charging, but with no ventilation, so my phone does tend to get hot. Extra cup holders over here. And that is really about it, guys. I also do have a SOS button over here, and then I've got a messages button over here, and then I can just switch my lights on and off over here. And that's really it. Oh yes, and a 13 speaker 600 watt Harman Kardon sound system. That is phenomenal. And look at this as well. Listen to that. How awesome is that? So here's a reset button to reset my trip computer again. And then my fog lights, auto headlights, auto wipers. And then what else do I have? That's about it, guys. Can't really change much here. So yeah, physical buttons over here. I'm not sure what that is exactly. It looks like I can put something in there, but I'm not sure what. And yeah, you also get ISOFIX on your passenger seat over here as well. And that's it. Oh yes, and another storage compartment here. How cute is that? Just a little storage compartment there. That is pretty nice. Oh, here's my pen. I was wondering where my pen was. Now let's go talk about the battery quickly, and then we will take it out for a drive and experience this car, and then we will talk about the smile rating, and does this vehicle actually make me smile, and see if it really is worth your 1.3 million rand. This Volvo C40 comes packed with an 82 kilowatt hour battery, which gives us a range of up to 510 kilometers, 300 kilowatts and 670 newton meters of torque, 0 to 100 in a very quick 4.7 seconds. It feels a lot quicker than that. Let me be honest with you, it doesn't feel like 4.7. It feels like, there we go, it feels like we're there. This is also a twin motor, so it is a twin power, and they claim that you get about 18.7 kilowatt hour per 100 kilometers. I'm getting it about to 22. I think the base was about 21, but on average on the long distance drive it was 22. So in town you will most definitely get to that 18, maybe even less, to be honest with you, because then you're going to give power and you're going to take power or regenerate the power back into the battery. So all in all, even with your CX40, that one is just over 1.1 million rand, where this is now your crossover. But even with this, the car is just over 2 tons. So really, it's a big car and it's a heavy car, but it doesn't feel that heavy. It's not like the older, batteries that actually just the battery weigh 2 tons. It's actually the whole car, and I like this because this feels like a car. Really phenomenal. With Volvo, you also get 2 years of free charging with any charging station around South Africa. And the other thing that you also get from Volvo is a free wall box. So when you buy this car from Volvo, they will come and install a free wall box at your house, so you can charge straight from your house and not even in a 3-point plug, just from the wall charger. Hey, makes life a lot easier, ne? Then instead of charging from 2 kilowatts an hour, you can charge up to 7.4 kilowatt hour every hour. Yeah. And charge your full 82 kilowatt hours. It takes you 28 minutes to charge from 10 to 80% on a fast charger on this vehicle, which is really not bad, guys. I mean, I charged it at 150 kilowatt hour easy on this car on a 150 kilowatt charger. The best I got was 150, and it went down to 120, and then all of the other ones were about 60, 50, 80, depending on which charger that you choose. But let's take it out for a drive. Let's quickly go and experience that 300 kilowatts and see what that is all about out there on the road. So driving the Volvo C40. Now, I definitely do love Volvo, and I guess by now you guys also know that. We drove the EX30 earlier on. I will definitely leave that link in the description below, so you guys can also go and have a look at the EX30, which is also a full electric vehicle, or what Volvo would call them is the Recharge, fully electric. And yeah, but there's quite some differences between these two cars, the C40 and that EX30. But I'm not going to go into a comparison. You can go and look at that video for yourself. I'm just going to talk about how this car is driving. And I honestly have to say, guys, I love this car. I drove it to PE the other day, and you will see from Cape Town all the way to PE, we did about 1,500 and something odd kilometers, and you will see that efficiency review of this vehicle as well. And what a lovely drive. Like, honestly, this car, even with these 20-inch wheels and the low profile tires, you do tend to feel them sometimes, especially if you're driving on like a cobblestone or pavement or something like that, or on some slight rocks. You do feel it on the tires a little bit, and you do feel the bumpiness a little bit. So if I go over the bump here, for instance, so that initial bump, you do feel that, but the suspension grabs it so well. It really deals with every situation very well. Going through bumps on the road, it keeps the car very stable and solid. You don't really feel
jumpiness or bumpiness of the vehicle itself, and I really do like that. Steering is also phenomenal on this car. There's two settings. I can choose to have the steering a bit more firm, or I can have it in the soft setting. I like the soft setting. The firm setting is also very nice, gives you more direct steering, gives you a little bit more feedback as well. And that's also the other thing I like about these wheels, is you get a lot of feedback from the road. The firm steering gives you a little bit more feedback, so yes, I do like that. But on the long distance, I felt my fingers, I was driving just like, you know, with my fingers on the steering wheel. I felt like my fingers were getting tired. Like you can feel it's hard. Even though the steering is not hard, it doesn't feel like hydraulic steering. I could feel that it's stiff, you know. I could feel there's some tension in there. I almost said elbow. Tension in the wrist. And yeah, but that didn't bother me. But I switched it off and then I felt, wow, it is such a nice drive. It is still very direct, even in the softer steering setting, but you can definitely feel there's a bit more leniency on the steering itself. But if you do turn the steering wheel, the car does go with it directly, so it's not like I turn and then the car comes. It just makes it more easy to drive at the end of the day. The motor is phenomenal. It's got a lot of power. It's very instantaneous, so it really, when you put your foot down, it really packs a punch. It's 670 newtons and 300 kilowatts. It's not a baby. Like, you really feel it when you put your foot down. It's ridiculous. Like, I'm going uphill now. And when you need to overtake, your top speed is only 180, right? I'm saying only. You're not even supposed to do 180 on the road. And we did not do that. I didn't test the top speed of the car. But I have to say, driving 100, overtaking a truck, yeah, you get very close to it very quickly. Very, very quickly. It just blasts. It goes. So what I do is I overtake, and then I'll just put my foot down. So I'll use the same speed, like in a normal petrol engine or in a normal ICE vehicle. I would literally go up to the bum with speed, go out, come back in, just to have some fun. With this, I go out and then I plant it. Then it's like, people, you must see how people are looking at me like they're just like, what the hell is this? Because I just blast past them, pew, and then I'm gone. And yeah, that was really such a fun drive. I honestly enjoyed it. The seats, they might be a bit firm after a while. That was the one thing. I didn't get tired at all after the full 11. We drove 11 hours and something back to Cape Town. And I wasn't tired. My legs weren't like, oh, they're going to fall off. I didn't have lambodia. That's in Afrikaans, bode. As is bode, or as is bode in Afrikaans. And then lam is like numb, so we call it lambodia. And in English, I'd probably call it namasness. I don't even know, but I didn't have that at all. I really enjoyed the drive of this car. Your one pedal steering, also very, very nice. It's not too aggressive. Sometimes when you take your foot off, you can choose the aggressiveness off. Well, you can choose to put it on and off, or have it in auto. I haven't tried it in auto as yet, but it's aggressive, but when you get used to it, it's not that aggressive. Like, it doesn't all of a sudden just brake too hard. That's only when you really take your foot off the accelerator, then the car like stops immediately. That's the only time. But if you are gradual, it will also do it gradually for you. So I really can't complain about that. I like the one pedal drive. The only thing is, when I got back into the car that I'm reviewing next week, it felt like that car is gliding. So I take my foot off the accelerator and the car is still going. It's like gliding, and that felt a bit odd. I was like, is this car so smooth? And then I realized, no, Justin, you're just used to one pedal driving or braking. So yeah. Yes. I just love that instantaneous power. I mean, the car that I'm reviewing next week is a phenomenal car. It's got plenty of power and you feel that rumble and roar. But this doesn't take the fun away, eh? Like, honestly, this feels so good. Check here, I'm on a straight now. I'm going to show you guys this just now, but check my neck now. 1, 2, 3. I mean, and it's in at any speed, it just goes. It's not like when you drive 120, all of a sudden there's no more power. No, you still get the full power all the time. And the efficiency on this car is also very good. So I'm traveling at 22.3 kilowatt hour per 100 kilometers. And
that equates to about, over the distance that I drove, it equates to about R1.64 rand per kilometer, which is not bad at all, especially for a big car like this, for the comfort that you get in the car. I'm pretty much getting the same amount that I pay for my Kia Picanto, for instance, on a long distance trip, I get in this electric vehicle. So really, really good. I mean, if you think about buying a V6 engine car, or a car like this, like the XC40 for instance, it might be a little bit heavier on the pocket when you drive long distance. And remember, in town the car is much lighter because it's more efficient, because you have one pedal braking, brake energy regeneration, and pushes the power back into the batteries, which the EX30 did not have. So that will even push it up to almost 510 kilometers depending on how you drive the car. Then you're going to pay less than R1 per kilometer. That makes a massive difference at the end of the day. So in town, definitely a much more affordable drive. And then long distance, a little bit more expensive because you're giving power the whole time, you're not regenerating the whole time, and but still not bad at all. I think I got about, at a best case, I can get about 310 to 350 kilometers range on the long distance, driving 120, cruise control on. It does say my average speed is 81 or 82 kilometers an hour, but that's obviously, sometimes you do stop here, and it still counts that time as well, pull away again. But a constant speed was actually driving 120 with my cruise control on. But other than that, the drive of this car is really something. Oh, the seats are comfortable. I've got the lumbar support. I've got this thing here in the middle as well that helps me with leg support. It's just such a lekker drive, and everything where I have my elbows is soft touches. This might be a bit hard on this side after a while, but I mean, it's still a soft touch. Yeah, everything is easy to reach. Sound system is beautiful. I don't know, guys, I really enjoy the drive of this car. Check. Let me quickly show you guys this power. I'm gonna slow down, and then I want to get back to 70, right? There, it's 70. I didn't even count to 1. So I'm gonna slow down. Check. Slow down. 1. Okay, almost 2 seconds. That is redonkulously quick. It's so instant. Another nice feature about the Volvo is the driver assistances. Also very, very intuitive, not aggressive. Check, I'm going to push my car into the left lane. See, slightly pushes me back. Check, and it just keeps me here. It doesn't push me to that side and then back to this side and then back to that side, then back to this side. It is very, very smooth. So check, I'm going to push it in here. Check. Shouts a little bit at me, and then it tells me, okay, well, there it pushes me a little bit to the left, and there it keeps me there again. Okay, I must just keep my hand on the steering wheel as well, I guess. But I mean, how cool is that? It really works like a bomb. Cruise control works like a bomb. Adaptive cruise control, very, very easy to use as well. It just stays with the car in front of you, and then as soon as that car moves away, then whoop, you catch your speed again. And now we are moving on to the smile rating, guys. So yes, we're going to start with driving feel. I'm going to write it down so I don't forget the score here, because I'm giving it a score as I'm sitting here. So for driving feel, let me put here a D for driving feel. For driving feel, I absolutely love the way this car drives. It's smooth on the road. It's not bumpy at all. It sits like a fly on poop. So yeah, I think the driving feel on this car really deserves a good score. Your power delivery is instant. It's not too like aggressive. When you put your foot down, it pushes you back. You can choose how you want that to feel. So if you push it in gradually, it will move gradually. So you can choose how that power feels. And I have to say, the brakes are sharp. The efficiency is not bad at all. So yeah, the all-in-all driving feel, the feel of the car, everything feels good. The seating position, yes, it might get a little bit uncomfy or a little bit firm at a longer stage or long distance driving, but for everyday drive, it really is fantastic. The driving feel is phenomenal in this car. So I'm going to give it a beautiful score of 8 out of 10. Design and style, yes, this is a beautiful car. Like driving past it and seeing it on the road,
The CX40 is also nice, but the C40, the rear just gives this car a different look and feel. These 20-inch wheels, yeah, they just look different, and people look, they look at this car when I drive past them. They're like, what is this Volvo? They haven't seen a Volvo like this ever. So I think for design and style, the interior is very simple, very simplistic. I would have liked to change the ambient colors a little bit more, maybe have a blue background or whatever the case, but it's a very simple design. Maybe a small screen, it's okay. The design or the layout is very beautiful, and I like that because it just feels like a normal car, but the interior does lack something a little bit. It does feel a bit dull or dullish compared to some of the other brands out there. So I'm not talking about the over-the-top design language. It feels like an older Volvo, if that makes sense. So for design and style, the outside really speaks for this car. The inside kind of takes it down a little bit. So for design and style, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Comfort and practicality, because I can move my seat up, down, in, out, vertical and all of that. I've got memory seats. It is comfortable. It's not that symmetrical. It might be a little bit hard on the door card here where I keep my elbow here. This one is nice and soft. Steering wheel position is very nice. Practicality, the boot is nice and big. It's like a deep. You get the 60-40 split. I feel it can be a little bit bigger. There is some extra storage space at the bottom, which they could have helped out with a little bit, but you have a front boot, so a front, you've got that, or a front trunk. Your cubbies are quite nice. There's some extra storage space inside the car, plenty of cup holders. Comforts and features, yeah, I really have to give it for this car. The only thing that bothers me is the oh my gosh handle that you don't get at the back, but I don't need it at the back. I'm driving. But I think for comfort and features, I'm also going to give this car a score of 7 out of 10. Tech and features, yeah, okay, there it might score a little bit less, because on tech and features, the car doesn't come with a lot. I mean, okay, yeah, it's a very techy car. It's electric. That's tech on its own. But we've had that for quite a few years. But these batteries really do work well. They charge quickly. They last long. They are very, very interactive. As soon as you put your foot down, it goes. I can't really do much with the instrument cluster. It's just like that. I would have liked to change that a little bit. Maybe a little bit bigger. Infotainment screen, also not something I can do a lot with. There's not too much information, just what you need. You do get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I love the fact that you get the free data and you get Google Assistant and all of that. Really makes life a lot easier with the Google Assistant. That really helps a lot. But I think I'm missing out a little bit on head-up display. The navigation is there. There's some things there, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so there's some things that I'm missing out on a little bit. So for tech and features today, I'm going to give it a score of 6 out of 10. And then value for money. Now guys, remember, this is a Volvo, so it's a premium car, so it goes into a different segment. I'm not going to compare this to some of the Chinese brands out there, because it is a complete different market. I mean, when you jump from the top Chinese brand and you jump into this, it is a complete different vehicle. You feel that premiumness, the drive, the way the car handles, the way the tech works with the car, the driving assistances. I mean, you do get quite a few driving assistances. I don't even tap on all of them, but that's standard on this car. So what you get standard, yes, I would have liked some head-up display and all of that, but the car is such a beautiful drive. I mean, you buy cars to drive cars, and yes, you want some tech and features, and you get what you really use in this car. And there are some things that I might want to add, like your head-up display. I mean, that's really not something hectic to add. The Harman Kardon is pretty cool, but you do get hi-fi, high performance sound system as a standard. I see when I spec the car, I could only spec Harman Kardon, so I don't know why they even have that option. But I honestly think the value for what you pay that you get out of this car is very, very good. It's very good value for money. It feels premium. It feels very safe. It's solid on the road. It's just missing out on some tech and features. That's really all it's missing out on. So for value for money, even for a premium brand, I'm going to give it a score of 7 out of 10. Just because there's some things that they can add, because it's an electric car. They must just have a few extra things. But I think for what you pay, yeah, in Afrikaans we always say spyt kom te laat. I can't find the English word for that now. But yeah, you're not going to feel like you wasted your money when you're buying this car at all. Like, honestly guys, really worth the bang for your buck. 7 out of 10, I think that's a good score. Now, what's the verdict? If I tally up all the scores, I'm getting a 35 out of 50. That is 70%. That's a really good score, guys. 70% for an electric premium vehicle. That's really a very, very good score. Obviously, some of the stuff take the score down a little bit, but most of the stuff that really matters, that actually pushes up the score a little bit. So yeah, I think 70% is a very fair score for this car. You guys can let me know in the comments what you think, if it's a fair score, but I honestly think it's a fair score because this is such a beautiful car. I really enjoyed my time with this, and I would definitely spend my money on this. If I look at electric brands out there, if I had 1.35 million rand, this is definitely something I would buy. Remember, I'm not always talking about power and it needs to be the quickest 3.2 seconds, and that doesn't matter, guys. You want to get there safe, quick and efficiently, as well as comfortable, and this really gives you all of that. So with 70%, I would suggest still go and drive the other cars, go and have a look and feel, but don't forget about this baby. Volvo, you really did well. So for 70%, I'm getting a like a smile. The car gives me a bigger smile than what the score says. Let me be honest with you on that. So thank you for watching the video, guys. Bye bye Volvo. I don't want to say bye. I absolutely love this car. Can't I keep it for a year? Volvo, please give it to me for a year, or a December car, something like that. Just a long test drive, please. I really love this car so much. Yeah, anyway guys, remember to subscribe, and you can see more of these cars. And the other thing is, become a member. You have to become a member, because then you'll see these cars beforehand. You will see them before anyone else sees them, and you'll also see some exclusive reviews or exclusive content from my side. Have a lucky day, guys. Stay safe. Peace.